I have not done this in a while. It's been a long time, and usually I say that and it's been probably a week, but I really haven't done this in a while. But considering the video topic and how I had a small amount of people bored out of their mind to the point where they wanted to contest me, I thought it'd be appropriate in this manner to let you all know that I spend my time doing my civic duty as a doctor, professor, philanthropist, gynecologist, veterinarian, cafeteria lady with the big double D titties that serves you that slop on Mondays, professional dog walker, Burger King onion ring connoisseur, McDonald's protester, dildo expertise, clit finder, first San Francisco 49er cheerleader that is proud to hate the San Francisco 49ers, all-time Saints hater, diehard Denver Broncos fan, and most importantly, the first black transphobic wizard in the Hogwarts universe. According to Twitter, who I said at the beginning, civic duty is to teach the young minds on how to not be stupid on social media. And today's class is job work and content for online. Because if you remember, a couple weeks ago, we had a woman who's gone by the great moniker DoorDash Girl, who created this big spectacle online because she claimed she was assaulted on the job of delivering food to somebody who's too lazy to cook in their own house. That's a separate issue for another day that I have with you people.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my... Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working! I was literally working! And they deactivated me! This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sex while door dashing. They just fired me. And the police are doing nothing. I lost my job. And that was my only way to make money to pay my bills. Hi guys, it's the DoorDash girl. I'm also Olivia, but I prefer to go by Liv or Livy Henderson for anybody who's wondering. And for anybody who's just now hearing about this, what happened is October 12th, 2025, I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver, and my customer requested that their order be left at their front door. And when I arrived at their house, their front door was wide open, and they were within eyesight of the front door, laying on the couch indecently exposed to me. And I reported this to DoorDash, and I want to clarify, I did report this to the police the very next morning on October 13th. And DoorDash did ban the customer, and then a day and a half later, DoorDash banned me as well, and this was DoorDash's response to me. There have been a lot of people saying things like I entered the customer's home or I opened the customer's door, but I can assure you that I did not do either of those things, and I have obtained irrefutable proof that the door was already wide open when I arrived to the customer's house. But due to its importance, I cannot post that proof at this time. And to all those that have been supportive of me during this time, thank you so much. I've been seeing your comments and your videos and your messages, and trust me, I won't forget the love that has been shown to me during this time. And to any large creators that have made statements on my situation and then further retracted that and then issued me an apology, I appreciate that.
And she wanted the world to know, hey, I recorded myself being assaulted and I don't like it, and DoorDash needs to do better, people need to do better, the police need to do better, and I shouldn't have been fired for this. You remember that? And she got fired. Why? Well, if you read DoorDash's statement, it's for the obvious. Recording something violating their social media policy. And what was that? It was recording a naked man and broadcasting it online. Let's stop right there. If we were to be a little bit for real, if you are in a situation where you're on the job and something wrong is happening to you, there is no problem recording that and giving it to your employer and the police. You make it worse for yourself when you put it online, because that violates their social media policy. And yes, on the job recording a naked man and posting it online is a violation of what I believe to be every job's social media policy. And that woman, apparently, word on the street, has been arrested for this. Why? Because who in their right mind thinks it's okay to record a naked man and broadcast that to social media?
Now, I blocked out her name, but this is the police blotter, or I blocked out her address and her date of birth. But this is the police blotter, all right? And the arrest date is there, and the 2 felony charges are right here. I'm just zooming in myself to take a look. But we got, what do we have? We have unlawful surveillance and dissemination, okay? Right there. All right, so this is just the police blotter. I'm going to show you the actual charges in a second. And this just shows down here that she was issued a field appearance ticket and she has a court date coming up. So this is her. She was given an appearance ticket. She has to come back to court, and I'll show you the court date. On the internet, you could look this up yourself. Incident date is October 12th, which matches to the incident date that she put on our page. And her next court date is going to be December 4th, 2025 in Oswego City Court, which is the town in which the incident happened. So all of this is verifiable on the internet. And here are her charges. Like I said, these were the charges that I thought she could be charged with, and this is what we got. So we have unlawful surveillance and dissemination of a surveillance image. Both are felonies, which means that prison time is an option, right? Not that she'll get prison time, but she can do prison time on these. They are non-violent felonies, which means that it would not be a lot of prison time, but she can do prison time on these depending on her criminal history. So like I've been saying from the beginning, the person who committed the crime is going to be the person arrested in this case. And the person who committed this crime is obviously Olivia, the DoorDash girl. The man committed no crime, or else he would also be arrested, which he is not. So for all of you guys out there that were defending the woman, clearly the law says otherwise. The law says otherwise because they did arrest her. They did give her 2 felony charges, 2 felony charges, both of which carry a prison sentence if she goes to trial and loses. She could get probation on those. There's a whole slew of things that she can get, but she was charged with 2 felonies for video recording him in the privacy of his own home and disseminating that image to the public. And this is why we do not record our crimes and put them on the internet for the world to see. But it's important information. I wanted to get it out to you as soon as I got it and as soon as I verified it, because unlike other creators, I verify my information before I go online and post it for the world to see. You can also verify that information yourself if you go on WebCrims and type in her name, it will pop up. So if you want to independently verify it yourself, you can do that as well. But nevertheless, she has been arrested. She's been charged with 2 felonies for her actions that day of recording an unconscious man in his home who was naked and posting it online for the internet, which is a crime. And again, he committed none. So I'm going to stay tuned for this one because this is going to be interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and let's go from here.
And you know what? I feel like I haven't said it, so let me just weave this in right now. Yes, you are, matter of fact, stop, time out. Let me do this first. I'm getting sick of the world and how they look at something they see go viral and think it's one or the other. There are instances where it can be both. Let me make myself abundantly clear. You are a stupid human being for getting drunk and passing out, falling asleep, or jerking it and falling asleep with post-nut exhaustion being a scientifically proven thing that men use to fall asleep when they suffer from insomnia. And you do it naked with your front door open. You understand me there? Because not only are you viable for somebody to walk past and see you and be like, oh my God, look at that naked man just sitting there passed out. Somebody could rob you. And just imagine as a man doing any of the 3 options and waking up and realizing all your things are just gone. All your valuable possessions are gone. Phone, TV, maybe some credit cards, wallet, money, all these things gone. And while they robbed you, they saw you just sprawled out naked. That's double embarrassment that I would wish only upon my worst enemies possible. And you are also stupid for grabbing your phone and thinking social media content is more important than your own safety. And I'm going to throw in a third thing because it's very important, because I saw it under the last video that I got. No, you dumbasses, there is no other video that you have seen of her kicking the door open, pushing the door open, creaking the door open. I do not care about this bitch ass poor job of a cropped screenshot you trying to put on me. You ain't seen no damn video on Reddit. You ain't seen no damn video on the TikTok. You ain't even seen it on Twitter. I've checked, I've looked long and hard, and I ain't seen it. Now, if some stroke of luck happens and this goes to court and the man who's been putting these charges on her, or he wanted him arrested, goes in and he's like, I got this documentation that shows she pushed my door open. You know what? I'll enjoy the egg on my face. But as of now, November, 15th, 2025, I ain't seen no evidence of that. You motherfuckers were just bored believing people on social media who have since then come out with apologies saying, I was wrong for saying this. I was wrong for saying this. Blah, blah, blah. Because people are sick in the mind and they're bored and they want social media clout. And what's the best piece of social media recognition or engagement you should get while you see a woman screaming bloody murder on TikTok? Recording your video saying, oh, well, I thought something different and I'm not going to show you any proof of it whatsoever. I'm just going to say I saw it, because that makes it all the more better, which speaks truth to power as to why I hate when stories go viral based off lies and motherfuckers are just sitting there saying anything, not showing anything. And then when the truth comes out, magically everybody's disappeared, or they start talking about the real issues after they spent a lot of time making money lying to a bunch of people. Sick world. But it is the world I live in. But to bring it back to the DoorDash girl, it is important to understand something, you chronically stupid woman. I do not want to live in a world where women are assaulted physically, mentally, none of it. I don't want to live in a world where a woman has to see a naked body and feel uncomfortable. I don't want to see it, whether it be in public or your home. I don't want to live in that world. But unfortunately, I do live in that world. So I would venture to guess the smartest thing is what I said earlier. Document what you feel to be uncomfortable, address it to DoorDash and the police. And if they have no problem with it, that's the end of the story. You made this worse for yourself and no one else. Well, technically, you did make it worse for that guy, because he also can't get on DoorDash anymore. So he'll have to suffer making food or getting in his car or going on a walk to go get it, because you lazy fucking Americans would rather spend $30 on a McChicken than you would spending at least $20 making something in your home or getting a little snack. Again, side note for another day, you make situations worse the more you bring social media in on it. Because while you have examples of social media galvanizing the troops and protesting and saying, I will not stand for this, there are those instances where people get hyped up off a lie and do something dumb based off said lie. And woman, it looks as if you are facing the consequences of your said lie. And I would feel bad for you, but you put this on yourself by violating the social media policy of broadcasting a naked man's body on social media. This is your fault, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences of it. And it seems like the consequences are raining down. But let me know, what do you think in the comments down below? Are you in agreement she should be arrested? Should she be in jail for years upon end with a social media ban? Because apparently that's the new thing now. Do you think the man is in the right? Do you use your self-pleasure to fall asleep? I feel like I need an answer to that one for my scientific studies. And I will see you all in the next one. Mwah! Bye-bye.